Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered what happens when a top-tier banker and economist decides to become a governor? That's the story of Alex Chioma Otti, the man currently reshaping Abia state in Nigeria. But his journey didn't start in the governor's mansion. It began on February 18, 1965, in a small village in Isiala, Ngwa South. Born to a pastor, his early life was rooted in faith and community. Today, he's not just a governor, but also an investor, writer, philanthropist, and a family man, married to Priscilla with 3 children. His academic path is just as impressive. He was the best student in his high school class, which set the stage for what was to come. He went on to the University of Port Harcourt, where he graduated with a first-class honors degree in economics. Think about that, the top of his class. He didn't stop there. He got an MBA from the University of Lagos and then went on to attend executive programs at some of the world's most prestigious institutions: Columbia, Stanford, Wharton in the US, and INSEAD in France. This isn't just a politician. This is a man who has been trained by the best to think about economies, systems, and growth. Before he ever ran for office, Alex Otti was a giant in the Nigerian banking sector. He started his career in 1989 at a Citibank subsidiary and quickly climbed the ladder. He held key positions at several major banks, eventually becoming an executive director at First Bank Nigeria. But his most prominent role was as the group managing director and CEO of Diamond Bank from 2011 to 2014. During his time there, he led a major transformation, turning the bank into a powerhouse. This background is crucial because it shaped him into a technocrat, a leader who is data-driven, results-oriented, and structured in his approach. He thinks in terms of efficiency, growth, and return on investment, which is a very different mindset from traditional politics. So, how did this banking guru get into the rough and tumble world of politics? His journey wasn't an easy one. He first ran for governor of Abia state in 2015. For a brief moment, the Court of Appeal actually declared him the winner, but the Supreme Court later overturned that decision. Many would have given up, but Otti stayed committed. He ran again in 2019. Finally, in 2022, he joined the Labour Party and became their governorship candidate. This time, he won. On May 29, 2023, Alex Otti was sworn in as the governor of Abia state, marking the first time the Labour Party had ever won a governorship in Nigeria. It was a historic moment. His political style is a direct reflection of his professional background. He focuses on financial discipline, transparency, and deep structural reforms. One of his very first actions as governor was to freeze all government accounts. Why? To stop the leaks and prevent corruption. He launched forensic audits to find out where the money was really going. He declared states of emergency in critical sectors like infrastructure and sanitation, signaling that business as usual was over. A key part of his ideology is leveraging the private sector. He believes the government should be a catalyst for growth, not the sole funder of every project. This approach attracts investment and ensures projects are managed efficiently. So what has he actually done since taking office? Let's talk about the transformation. One of the biggest priorities has been infrastructure, especially roads. Aba, the commercial heart of Abia, was infamous for its dilapidated roads. Otti's administration has been aggressively rehabilitating and reconstructing dozens of major roads, often using a mix of direct government labor and private sector partnerships. This has dramatically improved movement and commerce in the city. Then there's the power issue. For decades, poor electricity has crippled businesses in Aba. Otti championed the Aba Integrated Power Project. This is a private sector-driven 1-for-1 megawatt power plant that is now providing reliable electricity to the Aba ring-fenced area. For the first time in a generation, businesses are enjoying stable power, which is a complete game-changer for industry and daily life. But it's not just about roads and power. His government launched the Reclaim Our Schools initiative to renovate public schools and has started recruiting thousands of new teachers to improve the quality of education. In healthcare, major hospitals and diagnostic centers are being renovated and recommissioned to provide better services to the people, and he's made some bold moves in governance too. He signed a law that abolished the extravagant pensions previously paid to former governors and their deputies. This was a landmark move, sending a clear message about fiscal responsibility. All these efforts are paying off. In a short time, his administration has attracted nearly $200 million in private investment, a figure that dwarfs what the state had seen in many years prior. Now, a common debate when discussing a governor's performance is about federal allocations. All Nigerian states receive a share of the national revenue. Some argue that a governor's success depends on how much money they get from the federal government. It's true that allocations matter. The funds a governor receives today are much larger in absolute terms than what governors like Orji User Kalu received in the early 2000s, due to inflation and economic changes. However, the Abia story under Otti proves that leadership matters more than the amount of money received. It's about how the funds are used. Otti's technocratic approach of ensuring transparency, cutting waste by eliminating ghost workers, and actively seeking private investment means he's doing more with the resources he has. He's not just waiting for the monthly federal check. He's creating new streams of revenue and attracting partners to co-invest in the state's future. Let's put this into historical context. Abia State has had several governors since 1999. Orji User Kalu, from 1999 to 2007, operated with very low federal allocations but focused on creating business incentives. He was followed by Theodore Orji and then Okizie Ikpeazu, who governed from 2015 to 2023. Ikpeazu had more substantial funds than his predecessors and focused on infrastructure and social programs, though reviews of his performance are mixed. What sets Alex Otti apart is not just the modern allocations he receives, but his fundamental strategy. He's combining public funds with significant private-public partnerships, or PPPs. This model allows the state to take on bigger, more ambitious projects without relying solely on the government's budget. It brings in external expertise, efficiency, and accountability. In the end, the transformation we're seeing in Abia, particularly in a city like Aba, isn't just a story about money. It's a story about vision, ideology, and leadership. Development happens when resources are managed with integrity and strategic purpose. Alex Otti's performance so far demonstrates that a leader's ability to reform systems, ensure accountability, and inspire confidence in private investors can be far more powerful than the raw figures of a federal allocation. It shows that with the right captain steering the ship, it's possible to turn a state's fortunes around and build a future that works for everyone. The journey is still long, but the new chapter for Abia State has certainly begun. Thanks for watching, and if you found this insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments below, and hit that notification bell for more stories of leadership and transformation.